You wouldn't buy a fake Rolex, would you? It might be cheaper than an original, but it won't have the same quality, precision, or investment value. Exotic cars are a lot like this. Sure, you could find some for under 40 grand, but are you really gonna get a comparable product with the same features, performance, and reliability? There's an old saying that a car can be fast, cheap, and quality, but you only get to pick two of them. It has some truth to it, but I personally believe there might be a loophole as well. Stick around as we dive into the world of kit cars, body kits, and knockoffs. The replica car and entry-level exotic industry has grown a lot in the past decade. Innovations in powertrain technology and the popularity of materials such as fiberglass has led to cheaper and more powerful cars with every generation. Performance that was once only available to the top 1% is now offered at your local Hyundai dealership. Successful halo cars like the Audi R8 and BMW i8 set the foundation for an entire fan base of cheap supercar enthusiasts, going fast and looking good on a budget. The problem is, these cars aren't always what they seem. Take the Audi R8 for example. It debuted in time for the 2008 model year with the option of either a 4.2-liter V8 or 5.2-liter naturally aspirated V10. At the time, it was sold for just over $100,000, quite a bargain for a luxury supercar. Nowadays, deflation has led to even cheaper R8s, driving used model prices in good condition to around $70,000 to $90,000. The catch? Only the V8 models are that cheap. The Lamborghini-sourced, naturally aspirated V10 motor, making 525 all-wheel drive horsepower, is still worth well into the six-digit figures. The true exotic performance potential of the R8 is far from affordable. The last and most important two cylinders can cost an extra $40,000 to unlock. Don't get me wrong, the V8 is still a nice car. The design has aged well, and the interior has most of the features you would expect from a German luxury brand. But with only 420 horsepower and 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, it's not that impressive by today's standards. The R8 is a good compromise of price, performance, and luxury, but it's never going to keep up with younger supercars. Kit cars and body kits are an even cheaper alternative to name brand exotics. They take ordinary, often salvaged sports car donors and repackage them into brilliant show cars. This route is especially tempting when some kits are priced below $20,000 or even $10,000. Add in the cost of the donor parts, and you could build yourself a custom supercar Slayer for the same final cost as a Corolla. Don't get me wrong, these kits can look great from a distance, but you'll never find the same high production quality that's expected from top-tier exotic brands. Even more importantly, many buyers massively underestimate the work required to complete a kit car. Hundreds of hours of manual labor, sweat, and fiberglass dust goes into every project. The less work a kit requires, the less likely it is to look exotic or perform well. Even projects with pre-welded frames or bolt-on exteriors can demand months of effort. The result will look great from 10 feet away, will hopefully perform at a high level, and should be reliable if you picked a solid drivetrain and found a good donor. But when it's all said and done, kit cars can be just as expensive as a Ferrari. The difference is, you'll be spending your time and labor instead of money. It might seem weird for a channel mostly focused on kit cars and cheap exotics to suddenly mention the negatives like this. Of course, I don't mean to criticize or turn anyone away from a good project build. Body kits and custom replicas are the right choice for people who love to work with their hands and create something independently. But if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. You can't expect to reach Lamborghini levels of value for 1/10 the price in one weekend at the shop. The best you can hope for is similar performance and looks after a lot of blood, sweat, and tears goes into it. So if kit cars are too much work and used halo cars fall short of the performance mark, where can enthusiasts turn for the exotic style they need? I believe there is a better alternative, and it's not what you'd expect. It's not even a car at all. Two-wheel transportation has its downsides like any other affordable option. But the looks, performance, and price of an average sports bike, literally unparalleled. For only $15,000 you can demolish every other vehicle on the road with a Hayabusa, S1000RR, or MV Agusta. If you want an Italian brand with Ferrari characteristics, pick up a Ducati Panigale V4 for $22K. I own a 2013 Triumph Street RRR that I got last year for around $7,000 and have been daily riding since then. It's a British street fighter, which mixes a performance 600cc motor from the Daytona with relaxed and more comfortable ergonomics. Sort of like what Aston Martin does. Yes, I've been caught in bad weather before. Yes, my back hurts after sitting in traffic for hours. Yes, it's dangerous and I have multiple scars from my adventures. But the rush of 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, the flawless agility in every scenario, the 40+ MPG, plus the knowledge I got it all for the same cost as a used Aztec, makes it all so worth it. At the end of the day, the saying really is true. It's kind of impossible to find a truly fast, truly perfect exotic car without spending a lot of time or money. Instead, there are dozens of options that allow enthusiasts to get what they want most and compromise where they have to. Lose some performance by getting a used R8, dedicate a lot of manual labor into a kit car, sacrifice safety and comfort for a motorcycle. Let me know in the comments section which path you would take. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Even if kit cars aren't perfect, I still love them and have some great videos planned for the future.